two of the biggest names in cybersecurity face off. Which one really delivers? On the left, Bitdefender, known for all-around security and rich features. And on the right, ESET, famous for lightweight, fast, and precise protection. Let's skip the buzzwords and get to what actually matters. Each category earns points, and by the end, you'll know exactly which antivirus comes out ahead. The result might just surprise you. Here's what we're comparing today. We'll talk about protection and detection first, then move into features, price and value, performance and system impact, device compatibility, customer support, and finally, ease of use. Buckle up, there's a lot to unpack. Let's start off strong, protection and detection. So Bitdefender, honestly, it just crushes it. Like, we're talking top marks from both AV test and AV comparatives. And even in those private in-house tests, it practically swept the board. Ransomware, real-time threats, you name it, it's got you covered. The only hiccup? Maybe a few extra false positives here and there. But, I mean, if that's the trade-off for stellar protection, not a huge deal. Now, ESET's no slouch either. It scores super well in independent labs, and get this, actually had a bit fewer false positives than Bitdefender. But last time we checked, it did let a few more threats slip by. If you want absolute peace of mind, Bitdefender edges it out here, but ESET's still solid. Still, Bitdefender takes the win. Moving on to features. Okay, are you ready for this? Bitdefender basically throws in the kitchen sink. There's a VPN, anti-tracker, password manager, full-on firewall, parental controls, shredders, scam protection, the works. There's even some AI wizardry for phishing detection. Plus, you're covered if you've got a mix of Windows, Mac, Android, or iOS devices. Only thing missing? Maybe photo encryption, but really, not a deal breaker. ESET, meanwhile, does pull off a couple cool things. You've got photo encryption, which is nice if you're super private about your snapshots. Plus, it handles anti-theft and webcam control with ultra-low resource use. But honestly, it just doesn't go as deep on extras. No anti-tracker, and you'll definitely notice the lack of performance tools or a built-in VPN. So, in the features face-off, Bitdefender totally dominates. Alright, let's talk cash, price and value. Bitdefender's got a lower starting price at $55 a year. And honestly, those discounts, they pop up all the time. You can also cover like your whole extended family and then some, up to 25 devices. But don't get too comfy, because prices can bump up after the first year. Pretty standard for antivirus stuff though. ESET's, on the other hand, is super transparent with their pricing. Occasionally, you might snag a slightly cheaper rate if you do month-to-month discounts, but over the year, it's going to be pricier. And you're limited to just 10 devices, less bang for your buck. Again, Bitdefender slides ahead in value. Oh, and here's something cool. Did you know Bitdefender and ESET have both received the highest Advanced Plus rating from multiple independent security labs? So whichever way you go, you're in excellent hands. Now, performance and system impact. This is where things get interesting. Bitdefender's pretty light on its feet, confirmed by testing labs, but let's keep it real. You might notice it's a little heavier during those deep scans. Not a deal breaker, but worth a mention. Now, ESET, this is where it flexes. It's honestly one of the lightest antiviruses out there. Super fast scan times, barely a blip on system resources. It's almost like it's not even there, except, you know, still keeping you safe. So for anybody absolutely allergic to lag, ESET walks away with this one. On to device compatibility. Bitdefender makes it super easy if you're in a mixed device household. Windows, Mac, Android, iOS, you're good. And did I mention you can stack it onto 25 devices? Seriously clutch if you're protecting a family. Or maybe a little office. ESET's solid too. It works on Windows, Mac, Android, and even has support for Windows ARM, which, cool detail there, but it skips iOS completely. And again, you're capped at just 10 devices. So, if you want coverage everywhere and for everyone, Bitdefender's the pick. Up next, customer support. Okay, Bitdefender goes all in. 24/7 support, live chat, you can basically reach them anytime. And honestly, their documentation is super helpful. With ESET, you're covered. There's support, but it's just not around the clock. If you're that person who runs into issues at 2 a.m., you know who's got your back. Once again, Bitdefender is ahead here. Last but not least, ease of use. Bitdefender's interface, it's pretty slick and modern, but if you're not a power user, honestly, all those features can make it feel a little crowded. For my folks who just want to set and forget, it could be a bit much. ESET, though, they've nailed simplicity. It's so clean and straightforward, barely any clutter. Everyone from beginners to seasoned tech pros will find it comfy. So if you want zero confusion, ESET takes the point here.
If you're a visual type, here's a quick radar chart layout. Bitdefender consistently gets full marks in protection, features, price, device compatibility, and support. ESET, meanwhile, really owns performance and ease of use. Just a nice snapshot for you to compare the strengths side by side.
So what's the bottom line? If you're after the whole package, the most features, broad device coverage, and best overall protection, Bitdefender is straight up the top pick for most people this year. But hey, if you favor speed, simplicity, and a totally feather-light footprint, that's where ESET really shines. Both are winners in their own way, but you know which one's right for you now. Found this antivirus face-off helpful? Stay secure and check back for more tech battles just like this.